Hello, everyone, and welcome to the brilliant bishop sacrifice explained. So, we have the puzzle here in front of us, and I wanted to explain to you how we got to the position, the initial position with the bishop sacrifice. And it all started with in this position, black played queen d5. And there's so much options here because this is a puzzle, and you have to figure something out. It has to be winning for white. So, what I see is that we have a powerful dark square bishop on b2 controlling the long diagonal. And then I thought, okay, I have a queen on d2, also on a dark square, and the h6 square is free. But the main target is the square on g7 for checkmate. I also noticed I could go via queen c3, and this knight could hop in one day. So I had two options. I first thought of queen c3, going for checkmate on g7, but I saw that there was two resources for black. One winning, one losing. The one that loses is f6 because after a move like I don't know, it's just losing. But can you guess why it's losing? It's losing because of the brilliant rook sacrifice. Because of the knight takes, for example, we have bishop c4 and we're putting the queen to the king. The same happens if rook takes. We just have bishop c4 and we win the queen. That is why f6 is not a good move. However, what I missed was e5, a really good move, good defensive resources for black, because you can't do much after this. You probably have to trade because the knight on f3 is hanging, the bishop on d3 is being attacked twice, so you probably have to trade bishops. Therefore, we came to the conclusion that queen h6 is the correct move. Now, what we notice is f6 and e5 are both possible defensive resources. So, with f6, we can involve a brilliant plan. However, the main defensive move that works is e5. It works for white though, not black. Because after e5 we play knight g5 and it's forced checkmate if black doesn't move the rook. Therefore after rook e8, there's queen h7, king f8, and bishop e4 and we win the rook on a8. And the queen is forced to c4 or b3 because it has to stay along this diagonal because we are always threatening checkmate on f7. Therefore, what happened in the game was actually f6, a blunder. Let me put the annotation there because we get to play the brilliant bishop sacrifice with bishop e4. Absolutely amazing because we're deflecting the queen away from the g5 square, where, in other words, instead if we were to go with the immediate knight g5, then queen g5 would have just picked up the knight for free. That is why we have to sacrifice the bishop to remove the number of squares available for the queen, and there is no longer any squares. The e5 square is covered by the bishop on b2, the f5 square is covered by the bishop on e4 and the g4 pawn, and the h5 square is covered by the pawn on g4. Therefore, if the queen moves, for example, as I said, we can always, in this position, we can pick up the rook on a8, or we can just play knight g5, setting up the same idea of checkmate on g7, and the position is just completely winning. Therefore, in the game, after queen takes e4, we play knight g5, another brilliant move, because if f g5, queen g7 is checkmate because of the beautiful bishop on g2, on b2, sorry. Therefore, the only move is the forced rook f7, and after that we pick up the queen on e4, and yeah, we win the game. And there you go. There is the brilliant bishop sacrifice explained. And thank you for watching this video.